The day after someone discovered a meteorite, they discovered something strange on it. And we now have better footage of this UAP UFO that deflects a missile, along with the unfortunate passing of Charlie Kirk. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to the latest strange and bizarre clips that I could find on TikTok. Let's get into it.
Breaking news, NASA just announced that they found a signature of life on Mars. They just held the press conference, so I'm gonna leave this here. Check it out.
Found what we believe to be signs of microbial life on the Mars surface. And so we put it out to our scientific friends to pressure test it, to analyze it, and go, did we get this right? Do we think this is signs of ancient life on Mars? And after a year of review, they've come back and they said, listen, we can't find another explanation. So this very well could be the clearest sign of life that we've ever found on Mars, which is incredibly exciting. Again, we're gonna break that down for all of you with our lead scientists here at NASA, those who have been involved, Dr. Hurwitz.
Now, this is super exciting. Honestly, I was gonna try to make a post about the UAP video that dropped during the hearings yesterday, but I feel like this might be just as big. The only reason why NASA can't really claim this is more than a potential biosignature is that there are chemical processes that can cause similar reactions in the absence of biology, apparently. So they can't rule out those processes until rule them out completely on the basis of the rover data alone. But this is huge, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments.
And if there was life on Mars and there's no longer, why not? Maybe the theories are true where they blew themselves up through nuclear warfare. Let me know how you guys feel about all this. I know there's a lot of people out there that does not believe in NASA. I'm kind of on the edge of not believing NASA because I just think that they collect tax dollar. But let me know your opinions.
The video that's gone viral and the one that people cannot stop talking about, and that is the recent release of this UFO attempted to be shot out of the sky with a missile, and it completely shrugged it off. Like, this thing just kept going about its business. And that is proof whatever is manning these vehicles, these unidentified objects, are far more advanced than we are. And if they were here to do damage or to take over the world, I think they could have. But the question is, what are they doing here? And I've actually added a second video because these sightings still continue. And the next video actually comes from several witnesses who pulled over next to a highway because they saw this unidentified black moon in the sky. It's not the moon, but it's something else. Just don't know what. So why are they surveilling us? What's going on? Take a look at the next two videos. Tell me what you think.
I know, but I videotaped it. It's like a ball or something.
That's what I'm saying, but you know, we both know balloons blow and they carry with the wind. That ain't tied down.
I know. You're right.
They would spread out we were lying if you didn't have it on video.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something definitely out there.
Now, I played this video yesterday, but the video quality was much lower. This was a clearer, more up-close shot of whatever that was. And to be honest, to me, whatever hit it, it looked like it knocked it out of the air to me. It didn't look like it deflected it or anything. It looked like it simply just got hit and knocked into the water. I'm still a little upset that the military has all of this money and they just don't have better technology to capture things like this. Even if they didn't want to have high-grade camcorders that can capture extremely fast frame rates at the crispest of qualities. you could still get battle drones, drones that can fly at high speeds that have high quality cameras. One of those two options should be the option. So if you see one of those UFO UAPs, you can send a drone that has a camera attached to it, get up close to that thing and start analyzing it up close. I know that there is drones that can fly really fast, and if not, they need to make some. They have plenty of our money to do so. It just drives me crazy that they're working with such old tech. Maybe not even old tech, just not tech that should be better than what it is. And as far as the second video, I thought at first that it was a fake video. I'm still on the edge. But if not, I would like to know what that was. If that was a balloon that was just looking around, or if that was really an orb that was observing the place. Let me know what you thought that was.
You want to hear a scary animal story?
Yes.
Yeah. In 2006, 3 Americans and 2 Africans that were going to this chimp sanctuary. Little did they know is that the 31 chimps that were in this sanctuary had escaped because they're very abusive to these chimps. And when they're going down the road, all of a sudden this ginormous chimp named Bruno, which was the alpha male, came into the middle of the road. He's 6 feet tall and weighs 270 pounds, which is double the amount of a normal chimpanzee. And then the chimp starts running towards this car, punches in the back window, grabs one of the African man's hands, and the gates of the sanctuary were closed. And so the driver, who was African, tried to ram the gate to get through, hit the gate, nothing happened except it disabled the car. And the African driver got out, took off into the woods. Bruno running down the road, gets Melvin, the guy who just got his hand bitten off, bites his foot off. And then Gary just got knocked unconscious, grabs a big stick and starts eating Bruno the ape, like jabs him in the throat, and then Bruno stumbles back and then takes off into the woods.
So I looked up on Google the story of Bruno the Great Chimp. That's exactly what I typed in. I kinda regret it. Apparently there was a book written in like 2013 under that title, and it indeed involves a chimp named Bruno. He learns how to speak, read, and function as a human, but then he also gets in this complex sexual relationship with them. I'll just stop there. Not the right Bruno story. Hey, if you haven't done so already and you're enjoying the show, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I upload a video like this every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. And for everyone that's subscribed and watching, thank you so much for supporting the channel.
Si algo me preocupa es que algún día se desprenda de la roca. Pero por ahora no. Por ahora le mantengo su crecimiento paralizado, pues no lo dejo tomar mucha luz. Cuando toma luz solar, crece. Por eso que lo mantengo en la oscuridad. Esto no se alimenta. Esto no respira. Esto no toma agua. Solamente lo que recibe energía es como de la luz. La luz solar.
I'm nervous. Man, that video really had me on edge. I thought that there was going to be a jump scare or something. So I just looked into this guy's channel to see what's going on here. And at first, if you scroll way down, it's just a normal vlogging style channel. But then there's this one video where he finds this rock alongside the road, calling it a meteorite. What you just seen is the day after he collected the meteorite. Now, apparently this video that I'm about to show you is of him after he touched it. He went to the hospital, but we'll see.
Ustedes me los advirtieron y no le hice caso. Llevo 3 días que no duermo y no tengo apetito.
And now, the video after that one, the one that I'm about to show you, this thing that he has in this glass container is this large, hideous looking thing.
Baby, ¿qué pasa? Ahora le enseño el frasco que antes era, ya necesito ponerlo. Desde hoy le estoy colocando eso. Yo nunca había hecho live.
That's his most recent video. Now, I'm pretty certain that that's just a prop and none of that is real extraterrestrial or whatever that creature could possibly be. I'm sure it's some kind of special effects. I hope it's some kind of special effects. But props to this creator for being creative. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this is actually a real stone that this guy's filming and he got sick and had to go to the hospital for? Or do you think that this is all just a ruse?
Smartphone scrolling while sitting on the toilet is linked to significantly higher hemorrhoid risk, and I hate how the default image makes it look like this guy is just dumping on my head like I'm the toilet. But truly, scrolling on your smartphone while on the toilet can be doing more than just passing time. A new study has found that it could raise your risk of hemorrhoids by nearly 50%, which is absolutely wild. Now, a lot of us would say sitting on a cold surface, eating spicy foods, poor hygiene, etc., are all linked to hemorrhoids, but that's just not true. New research led by Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston found that smartphone use on the toilet increases your risk of hemorrhoids. More specifically, a 46% increased risk of hemorrhoids. And it's probably worth noting that what they're really studying here isn't necessarily the smartphone or what you're scrolling or what you're using or if you're straining more or less because you're paying attention to the phone, but rather they're measuring the relationship between time spent on the toilet in total and hemorrhoid formation, but they're using the Catch-Ear Hook of phone use to attract wider attention. Basically, the longer you sit on the toilet, the longer you take to do your business, the more likely you are to develop a hemorrhoid. And the smartphone aspect of this is just that when you're distracted by the smartphone and when you're on there scrolling and looking around and doing things, you're just spending more total time on the toilet. For this study, researchers recruited 125 adults aged 45 and older that agreed to undergo routine colonoscopies. Participants filled out surveys about demographics, physical activity, fiber intake, bathroom habits, including that smartphone use, and then they did a questionnaire to assess bowel function. Even when you pull out all of the other demographic factors, smartphone users were significantly more likely to develop hemorrhoids, which again is a little bit less so about the phone or the scrolling. It's not like, you know, if you're on this app or that app, you get more or less hemorrhoids. It's more like if you're distracted and just spending longer on the toilet, then hemorrhoids are more likely to develop.
Hey, sometimes while you're sitting on the toilet, it's the best time to find content. But anything after 10 minutes and your legs aren't going to work when you try to stand up. I sure hope people clean themselves up before they start doom scrolling on their phone, and they're not just letting it crust.
Called Metrology from the Point of View of Psychotronics. It is a CIA document from July 2000. They think that poltergeists with children are actually made of inorganic cold plasma, and that we have a cold plasma around us that is organic, which is human, and then there's anything outside of us is inorganic, and you know, this other plasma. They talk about how kids have poltergeists or people have poltergeists in times of trauma, which creates a psychotronic effect, which psychotronics was just the study of consciousness and energy or matter, which is plasma in all different states. They talk about consciousness may or may not affect this cold plasma or bioplasma, and the study of cold plasma went underground.
Metrology, what a cool word.
Metrology was basically that the observer can affect machines. So they say that the whole reason they were saying nothing can be accurately measured because there's always an issue with someone's consciousness, and their explanation for that was this cold plasma that would be affected by someone's consciousness. So in the file, they tell the scientists that they have to have a very calm state so they don't affect the metrology.
In aeronautics, when they're developing like fighter jets and that kind of stuff, the instrument panels are so sensitive that it picks up on human emotion, and they have to have these like backup redundancy systems. So say you're in like an F-16 a fighter jet and you get scared. Everything's so sensitive and you're going so fast and there's no room for error that your fear can actually make something malfunction or cause a crash. They have these like backup systems. This is known, and they don't really know why or how. They can't explain it, but they know that it happens.
Our emotions affect it because it's effing plasma. It's a behavior. Like, yeah, sure, it's a state of matter, but it's all states of matter. Plasma is a behavior of an information or consciousness exchange. That's
Yeah.
what plasma is.
It's plasma. I've seen this lady before, and she's definitely all about plasma. I'm pretty certain she's even got a book about it and her beliefs of plasma and theories. I see he broadcasted his YouTube channel. Please feel free to go check it out.
It has been confirmed, breaking news, Charlie Kirk has died. There has been many conflicting reports coming out over the last hour or two. Only half an hour ago, out saying he was alive and actually coming to. But now the major broadcast sites, along with Trump actually tweeting about Charlie passing away, have all started coming out. Trump had tweeted this, saying the great and legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. It has been reported in the last hour that the shooter was reportedly around 200 yards away from where he was standing. And reportedly his family, his kids and his wife were present there and potentially even witnessed what happened.
Jeez.
The man who you may have seen who got caught and was the one they thought had done this, turns out he hadn't, so the guy is still on the run who actually did do this, which is awful. Internet is divided, of course, but as many people have said, it doesn't matter what your thoughts are on anything, this should not be happening in the world, and this really is tragic.
Definitely a lot of creators are talking about this right now. Now, earlier in the day, it was just him being shot. And now it seems like he has unfortunately passed away. I'm not familiar with Charlie Kirk personally, but I have watched some of his content. I don't necessarily agree with everything. I don't necessarily disagree with everything. At the end of the day, though, he is still a human being and a person, and no one should ever have to go through that. No one should do that to anyone else like that. Whether you think differently, believe differently, or what have you, that's still not okay. And I really do hope the best for his family. That's a tragic moment to go through. It's a really crazy world out there, so please be careful. Especially if you're one of these public speakers that are a free speaker. You guys have a huge target on your head. There's a lot of people that really don't like you. It's very brave for you guys to go out in those stages completely unprotected like that. If anyone does this in the future, hopefully they will better protect themselves just in case. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. I'm really sorry that today's video has been such a short one. A lot of today's content was focused around Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, and I hope the best for his family, because I know that has to be a absolutely horrible situation to be going through. It's an extremely crazy world out there. Please be careful. There's a lot of crazy people out there, especially here in America. But with that being said, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. And if it's not your birthday, have a good day anyway.